तो मेरा phone. Hello. Welcome everyone. This is Sagar Shah and I am with the man of the moment, the man who has won the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour ticket and Indian qualifiers. Arjun, how are you, Arjun?
Yeah, hi, I'm good. Uh,
Arjun, I can see the smile on your face and I can see that you are extremely pleased. Are you happy with this victory or it's just another one of those victories, like, okay, fine. I mean, I won it.
no, this is one of the special moments of my life, I would say,
Why
because
would you say it's so special?
I get to play with Magnus, Anish, and it's
Exactly.
great.
So for you, it was like, winning this tournament and getting to play in the Champions Chess Tour was a big thing, right? I mean, winning this event as such would come second place, but
Completely.
nice. And also the event was very strong. I mean, you were there, Nihal was there, Adhiban, Sethuraman, Shashikiran, every top player of Indian chess apart from Anand, Vidit and Hari Krishna were there.
Yeah,
So what was it like? Like, when when you got to know that this is happening, what was your hope like? Did you feel like when did you get to know you're playing Nihal in first round and the pairings and everything?
yeah, I got to know a week prior to the tournament, and I wasn't pleasant with the pairing, but I had to take it.
Yeah, of course, first round you faced your good friend Nihal because you guys would have preferred to both qualify for the tour, right? Because you were so good friends.
Mhm.
At the end, you played each other in the first round. So, guys, in the chat, if you have any questions for Arjun, please let us know. I'll ask them. Also, at the same time, we will be going through some of Arjun's very nice games from the tournament, and you will be tested. Okay. So, and the test will be, like we'll ask you questions. For example, let me see if it's working or not, Arjun. And let's have a look at it. Guys, what do you think was Arjun's response to Nihal's first move e4 in the first game? Let me just check if it's working or not. So if you can put it out there. So what were your expectations, Arjun, from this tournament generally? Like, you thought that it's feasible to reach the top two?
I hadn't really thought much about it. I just wanted to play good chess and do myself.
Hmm. Right, that's always the best way to take things. Okay, guys, it's working. It's working perfectly. And Arjun, people know you well, huh? People know you well. Or these guys were following the games as well. Either of the two. But
Yeah,
they are
there's
right.
no E6 though, so I think they were following the game.
They were following the games. Yeah. Uh, so Frisbee says, ask Arjun when did he start playing? Okay, some questions like that also in between.
Yeah, I started playing chess when I was around 8.
8 years old.
Yeah,
Okay. And guys, he's from a place called Warangal in Telangana. So it's not like has a great chess culture or anything, right? I mean, there are not too many chess players there.
yeah, there are two other players.
Two other only.
Yeah, Agni and
Agni and Ritvik.
Ritvik. He
Ah,
currently lives in Hyderabad, but he's basically from there.
okay. Got it. All right. So let's go to the game. Arjun was playing against Nihal, and I think Arjun, this was your perhaps the first game of the tournament and perhaps the best game.
Oh, yes, I was.
Okay, let's go through it. And Nihal's e4, did it surprise you because Nihal can play all sorts of stuff?
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really surprised much. And I was confident with my preparations.
Okay, okay. So you played the Sicilian, fine. Okay, everything's good. Open Sicilian, knight f6, knight c3, and how did you decide on the dragon?
Yeah, this is something we never discussed together. And also, I remember him saying that he doesn't have much knowledge in the dragon. So I thought it's a good choice.
Oh, so you knew your friend well, and so you were able to guess because Nihal might know a lot of openings, but you thought, okay, dragon might be the thing which he might not be well prepared against.
Yeah.
Very
Also,
nice.
in general, Dragon is one of the worst opponents to get hit by.
Worst opening two?
Get hit by other servers.
Because it's very concrete, yes?
Yeah.
Right. So if Dragon, if someone is well prepared, I believe they would go for the main line, which is like the Yugoslav attack, or with long castle, queen d2, here long castle. But
Yeah.
Nihal, I think, was surprised and he played bishop e2, already a small victory.
Yeah.
You can say so. Anish's trick says, I'm from Telangana. Love you, Arjun. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll come to what was his XP. Arjun, how do you manage chess and studies? Jenny Kim says.
Yes, studies. I'm currently in 12th. I'm in PCM group.
You are doing
It's-
PCM.
Yeah, PCM.
It's supposed to be tough, huh?
Not so much. It's state board after all.
Okay. And your father is a doctor, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So you also want to become a doctor or what?
No, in my childhood I wanted to, but now not really.
Now?
Now I want to be a professional chess player.
Awesome. Professional chess player. So bishop g7, castles, knight b3 was played by Nihal. Any idea why knight b3 here?
Yeah, point is black wants to go knight c6 and d5.
So let's say if rook e1, knight c6,
Bishop e3.
bishop e3.
Yeah, black gets d5.
Uh,
Or maybe bishop e3, queen e2, there's d5. That's the main move actually. Like, instead of rook e1, bishop e3.
okay, bishop e3, knight
Knight
c6,
c6,
queen
queen
d2,
d2, d5.
d5. This is the main move. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So here, that's why Nihal said, I'll go knight b3 and stop your d5 plans in the position.
Yeah.
Bishop e6, rook e1. And rook e1, I think, very useful move, because after bishop f1, he's already looking at ideas of knight d5. He's protected his e4 pawn. And if you take, then the e7 pawn is always under pressure.
Yeah, rook will get activated.
So, guys, I think Arjun's next move was very cool. So, black to play. What would you play? Arjun, were you still in your preparation or over the board?
No, actually, I didn't pay much attention to bishop e2.
So, you were just right now innovating, like you were just playing naturally. Okay, good. So, guys, what would you play here? Let's see if you can play the move that Arjun played in the game.
Also, although it's not objectively the best move.
It's not the best, yeah?
No, according to the computer, not.
Okay, then we'll see if people can figure out. By the way, Om Gupta says, Sagar bhai, do you understand Hindi, Arjun?
Little bit.
He says, अब क्या career पूछ रहे हो? Top tournament जीत के आया है. Means why are you asking him about career when he has won a top tournament? But I think, Arjun, you were not like 100% sure, yeah, like till a certain point. You were like, I have to balance everything and stuff like that. But now
even
you're.
I do study. It's not that I completely am into chess. I still do study, but mainly a chess player.
But you're slowly and steadily getting confident, right? Because with good results and all of that, you gain more confidence. Correct? Chat is like focused completely on chess. Okay, guys, try to put in your moves here. Okay, queen b6 is the suggestion from the chat. Okay, rook c8 also, bishop b3, and there's this Aditya Shekhar, one person who has found the move a5 here, which Arjun has played. But Arjun, you say that a5 is not a great move here.
Yeah, computer doesn't like it much.
Okay. But why?
It seems that the best move is d5 instead of a5.
D5.
Yeah.
And if e5, then I guess
knight g4.
And if you play f4, Then there's already check and game over.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
have to.
briefly saw, but I was just concerned about knight c5.
Hmm.
But the best flag was like d4, knight e6, f6.
This is for human beings, it's like really
Yeah,
bad looking structure.
exactly.
But the point is, he cannot yet win this pawn.
Yeah, and also the pawn on c2 is quite loose after the queen c8.
So let's say take, take.
Rook a takes perhaps.
You want to take with the rook, okay? Rook a, knight e4.
Knight b4 or d4.
Hmm. Also, Arjun, maybe
Knight
take,
e4
and this can be dangerous, no? Last rank, getting pinned.
Yeah, this is very dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. So, queen b6 is what a lot of people suggested here, but I don't think that's very good.
Yeah, it gives a tempo for what, like bishop e.
Bishop e3. Correct. It hits the queen and not particularly great. Okay, so a5, a4. Were you afraid that b5 square is weak? What was your idea behind a5?
I thought I'm also getting the b4 square, and the point is I start with rook c8 so that then I can go knight b4, and he cannot really move the c3 knight because c2 would be handy.
Hmm. So rook c8 and knight b4, you get a square here and then hit here, but he also
Yeah.
gets a square here. So Nihal was very quick. You know, he when you played rook c8, he jumped here and he said, now you can't get now you can't play knight b4 because he'll go c3.
Yeah. But perhaps this is already slightly dubious.
He should have done maybe knight d5 here.
Yeah, he also did consider that, but the thing is after bishop d5, d5, knight b4, c4,
Yes, this is like,
equally, yeah, it looks good for black since the knight on b4 is well placed, but for some reason computer prefers white.
I hear you say a lot, like for some reason you don't argue with the computer. You don't say like, no, computer can be wrong.
Uh, no, I cannot really argue against the computer.
So then what do you do when you say like, okay, I feel that black's position is good, but computer is giving an advantage to white here. What do you make of it? Like, do you agree with the computer or do you try to improve your understanding? How does it work?
Yeah, the point is here white gets bishop. For example, if I play a move like knight d7,
Ah,
he goes bishop g5,
ah.
and if rook e8, queen d2, and he's getting pretty decent control over the h6 even.
So even though this knight is a nice outpost, the problem is that this weakness here combined with his maybe rook lifting up at some point could get dangerous.
Perhaps, yeah. Also, this is not much of an advantage, like plus equals, very slight edge.
Okay. So actually, guys, Arjun, when the computer does not agree with his assessment, he plays on and tries to understand it, right? I mean, you don't just take it on face value. Get it? Okay. Knight b5 was played, and now I really like Arjun's next move, guys. Let's see what is the move that you can come up with. Arjun, do you like your next move?
Yeah, I was also pretty big fan of it.
You like it? Okay. Okay. Good. So, what is black to play? Arjun played a very, very cool move here, guys. What would you do? Aha, Epsha has put up a link for Arjun's Twitter. Arjun, are you active on Twitter?
Not so much, but yes.
You tweeted after winning. That was I saw it. So I think you will soon get a little more active.
Yeah.
Good. Guys, please follow Arjun on Twitter. And he only tweets when he wins tournaments, but the rate at which he keeps winning, maybe he will have several tweets a year. Okay. Um, All right, nice, nice. Lot of people in the chat have seemed to find the right answer here. Well done, guys. And so the right move is by Visible Me, Delight Daniel, Aditya Shekhar, Aditya Bhargav, Jenny Kim, Karini Sandeep Kumar, Tushar Sanpal, Krishi Mishra, Smitha, and Jai Dave. Well done, guys. The move that Arjun played in this position was bishop takes b3. So quite an unconventional move, yeah, like you give up your bishop for the knight.
Yeah, but here I think it works concretely.
Yeah, I want to see that, because take, and now you jumped in, of course, looking here for the fork. And so Nihal's next move was pretty obvious, yeah, like to play bishop c4, and he was asking you, why did you give your bishop up for my knight? And I think it's time for another question for our audience. Did you see this while taking on b3 already?
Yeah, I did. He probably had to play something like rook b1 instead of bishop c4.
Ah. So instead
Just to
here,
pop.
1 second, let me just pull up. Guys, try to figure out what did Arjun play here as black. Beautiful move by him. But here Arjun says rook b1 would have been better, but it looks kind of
Yeah,
passive.
white pieces are awkwardly placed. I would have been happy with this position anyway.
Okay, we go back here with bishop c4 and black to play. What would you play here? Anil Marka says, we are proud of you, Arjun, from Warangal. A lot of people from Warangal tuning in. Very nice. Okay, let's see, Arjun. Do you think they will find the move?
I think some of them already found.
You are also seeing the chat, huh?
Projects now.
Okay, nice. So, guys, he's watching the chat, but it's not the main move, yeah, that people. But I think their move is not so illogical. What they have suggested.
Yeah, that also makes sense, but I think the text move is just wrong here.
So Visible Me, oh, these Visible Me is very strong, very quick. Smita, Kirti Badole, Shashank Varshne, Rama Murthy, Abhishek Sachdev, Siddharth Sharma, Manasvi Mishra, Rohit, and Aditya Shekhar. Well done, guys. You are absolutely right. The move that was played by Arjun here was knight takes e4, and you had seen it.
Yeah, I had seen it.
So let's say if he takes here, you have d5. Very clear. You win back the bishop and your pieces are better placed.
Yeah, also better pawn structure.
Better pawn structure. Correct.
Probably still he should have went further.
He should have gone for this, like take here and play this.
Yeah.
And maybe he has some drawing chances here, because black is very active and nicely placed.
Yeah.
But he played here. And this may have come as a surprise, or no?
I briefly considered it, but I didn't think he would really do it because I just evaluated it to be much better for him.
Why did you evaluate this as better? Like, because now there is no pawn 4 coming.
Yeah, but still my pieces are very active firstly, and I have a better pawn structure, and I have the center as well. And
Okay.
my d pawn is just rolling here.
Yeah, look at this, guys. This pawn in next 3 moves reached all the way here. So d5, rook e2, d4, bishop d2, d3. No stopping that guy. And rook e4, here knight c2 was played, rook b1, and now queen d5. You here must have been feeling, yeah, that you are better.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I was.
Arjun seems to be a great fan of Elon Musk. Is that true, Arjun?
Yes.
How? How did Jenny Kim find this?
Yeah, maybe because I follow him on Twitter.
Oh.
I don't know.
You follow you like so you why do you like Elon Musk?
Because he's a genius.
Because he's a genius. I mean, which of his endeavors do you like the most?
Everything pretty much.
So
Can't name one or two.
which one?
Can't name one or two.
But it's interesting, yeah. Like you like him. Where do you get to know about him? And I mean, did you read about him? How did it?
Well, also, my mother used to tell about him in my childhood.
Ah, okay. Nice. Guys, this is what the new childhood is like. Yeah, the youngsters grow up on stories of Elon Musk. I grew up on stories of, like uh not Elon Musk. I mean, I got to know him recently, of course. But I think what he does is very interesting. SpaceX and Tesla, all of that the work he does. Cool. F3 was played, and here, how do you break through here? Like you can take the pawn.
Yeah, but I thought I would lose the A5 pawn.
So you were calm here. You just played b6.
And the point is, his rook on B1 can just never get active.
This rook, yeah.
Yeah.
So he played bishop. Now this is an interesting moment. Yeah, you go rook d8 first. He can
I
take your bishop, but he goes queen d2, and now suddenly you are like, now I don't want to exchange the bishop, and you play e5. So why didn't you go e5 here itself?
actually I could have gone for E5 here itself, but I initially wanted to do rook d8, queen d2, and queen b3.
Rook d8, queen d2, and queen takes b3. Yeah.
Then I realized he's getting countered after bishop g7, king g7, knight c7.
And
And
this.
here e5, queen g5 is very strong.
Wow. So you looked at it hitting the rook, and let's say I try to protect the rook somehow, but how is the
E5
question?
falls, knight e6 comes.
Yeah, this is. Oh, sorry, this is hanging. Let's say I go rook f8, maybe rook e5 or queen e5. Yeah, this might be very dangerous. Right. Okay. So you looked at this, and then you said, okay, e5, no bishop exchange. My king should be safer here. Rook d1. Now you took the pawn. Nihal didn't take his e5, the e5 pawn here.
Yeah, now I can just take on e5 and take on a4. Now his knight is also not so stable anymore.
And this pawn is still amazing. He's strong.
Yeah.
So h4, queen d5, h5, rook f5,
This
hg.
name I really like, Gukesh.
This. Can you explain it to us a bit?
Yeah, the point is now I protect the e5 pawn and I want to go bishop f8, bishop c5.
Ooh.
And if his king enters the h file, then I can go like rook h5.
Very nice. Very nice idea. hg, rook g4. And now you played very well. I think this phase of the game was well done. g5, rook h3. And now why didn't you do your same plan?
Oh, I thought since his rook on h2 is covering the h file, there's not much point in doing.
So you played check, king h1, king g6, rook g1, rook f8, threatening rook h8 perhaps, rook f1, and now queen exchange. Take, rook e1. And guys, this actually the conversion was very smooth. Yeah, here, Arjun.
Yeah, also he made it a bit easy by giving up the a4 pawn.
Yeah, but I don't see how he can, like, he can play b3 here, or I mean, let's yeah, b3, but then you would go maybe g4, yeah.
Perhaps.
And then you would get the e4 passer anyway. So king g1 takes f4. He got back the pawn. He's 2 pawns down, and then the rest was easy.
Yeah. Also have that.
But Arjun, generally when you I mean, I don't know, Super Juniors Cup was once when you played Nihal, correct?
Yeah.
Did you play any match with him before in some event?
I didn't play him online in any official match.
Hmm.
But Yeah, we played a lot of casual.
Yeah, casual, you guys play a lot. That we saw some 2000, 3000 games you played with each other. But the thing is, like, did that when he beat you in Super Juniors Cup, did you feel like you got a better idea of what you should be doing in this match, or that didn't really matter because it was
Also, that helped a bit, and also the thing is, it was blitz and this was rapid, so there is quite some difference.
Do you think you are stronger as a player when the time control gets longer?
I don't think so, actually. I think I'm better at blitz.
You're better at as the time control grows shorter, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay, so now you had a 1-0 lead in the match, and the Nihal had three more games, and he can be quite a dangerous player when he's trailing. So what did you think of, like, your sort of strategy here between the games? How much time would you get,
It was roughly 10-15 minutes maybe.
and what would you do?
I was just discussing what to do with my friends.
With your friend
Yeah, Sankar.
Sankal?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Because also your coach Srinath, with whom you could discuss, but he was busy commentating.
Yeah. Also, anyway, for this match, I don't think I would have
Of
taken
course,
help.
because you both are trained by Srinath. So yeah, here I know of trainers who, when they coach mutual students, they are like, when they both play each other, we won't help,
Yeah.
and then they help for other matches. Yeah. Okay. So this game you won. Then you had the white pieces, and you drew that game. I think it was kind of equalish, right? The
Yeah, I
second
had
game.
an edge. I was pressing, but I don't think I had any real chance.
Yeah. And then we come to this game, third game, when Nihal once again had white. This time he didn't go e4. He decided to play the English. And by the way, Arjun, I love this setup from black. Yeah, I keep playing it all the time, all my life. It's known as the Botvinnik setup here. Pawns on e5 and c5. And you
And it
create.
was my first time playing this setup, actually.
Oh, first time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like playing it, and it's very natural. You just go d6, you go castle, then you play sometimes h6, bishop e6, play f5. That it's simple, but
Simple.
yeah, you have a strategic weakness on d5, so you have to be careful.
Yeah.
So Nihal played h4, and I think you would already be out of prep.
No, I wasn't prep.
Still prep?
Yeah, he played H4 in an online game against Tabai.
Acha. Okay. So h6 you played, h5, g5, and he took here. Was this still preparation?
Oh, yes, it was still. This is
Oh.
the best move according to the computer.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that. So this is best according to the computer. And guys, now this game I'm going to test you a bit because Arjun's defense was tremendous.
No, it was all prep. I didn't send anything over there.
It was all prep, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. h6. So he took the bishop. He took here. Rook takes. Bishop takes.
Instead of H6, he could also do Bishop D2.
But then you will play bishop h6, no? Or no?
Bishop H6, maybe Knight E4.
Ah, 94. Or here is a very interesting idea as well. Yeah, knight g8.
Yeah, that is the best move, and I really didn't want to play this because they seemed very passive. Going back Knight G8. I was just hoping that he wouldn't play Bishop D2.
Okay. It's passive, but I think next move you can come out, no? With knight h6 and so on.
Yeah, also he can play like Queen A4 long castle.
Got it. Okay. So he went h6, take, king f7. And now Nihal played e3, opening up the queen's route here. So he took queen here. And guys, here Arjun played a very, very cool move. Yeah, like I was just looking at this game and I was like, oh my god, my g5 pawn is hanging. I should do something about it. So black to play. What would you do here? Arjun's initial coach was Sampath Bolam. Is that true?
Yes, yes, that's true.
Aha.
He used to live in Warangal, now he lives in Hyderabad.
Now he's still a chess coach.
Yes, he still is.
Paint with Passion says Telangana Muddu Bida.
It's Mudubita.
Muddu Bida, what does that mean?
That's like, I don't know how to explain it. Telangana smart boy, maybe.
Telangana smart boy. Okay, nice.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, guys, a lot of people are writing the but I feel that not many are going to get this one right because this one is tricky, and I think Arjun, you need to explain us the point behind it. You see, the move that people have suggested here, knight g6, is also the move that I would think, because in a way, it's what is defending your g5 pawn. I mean, it looks just like the perfect move, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, knight g6 will get hit by bishop e4.
Okay, and if I try to defend it with, let's say, queen f6, then knight d5, right?
Knight d5. Also, he can castle long and get the rook.
And then he would castle, then he would get his rook to h1, and it's yeah, it's trouble. Okay, so I won't do that. But if what else can I do? Like, let's say if I go knight f8, trying to hold on.
Just castle.
Just castle and rook h1. And guys, this is how you lose games without making real mistakes. Okay, so knight g6 is not a good move. What else?
I think here the most natural move is queen h8.
Okay.
But the thing is, now he can just take on g5 and castle long, and I'm behind in development. Also, he's threatening knight e4.
And the king is in the center, and there's a lot of play against the white king. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the right move has been suggested. Let me see who are the people. It has been suggested by a few: Mahesh, Vivek Saini, Nitish Modi, Visible Me, Jay, Budhima Thamara, and Ayushman Datta. Well done, guys. And I think really great prep. Arjun, you did this prep on your own, or did someone help you?
With Sankalp.
With Sankalp. So Sankalp, can we say he was your second for this event?
Yeah, he helped me for the event. Sankalp and Ritvik, also Raunak a little.
Sankalp and Ritvik Raja, Raunak Sadhwani. Yeah, Raunak is your very good friend. He likes to call you Ajju Bhai.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's true.
Guys, let's have Ajju Bhai OP in there. Do you like that name?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I have a dialogue. I have a caption as well.
What is it?
Ajju Bhai, naam to suna hi hoga.
Naam to suna hi hoga. Isn't that some movie dialogue?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know actually.
Is it
Sankalp
like
sent this to me.
Munna Bhai or something like that? Naam to suna hi.
Ajju Bhai only actually.
Oh, it's Ajju Bhai only. Some movie, huh?
Some Hindi film.
Oh. Guys, which movie? I'm sure chat knows it. Does Arjun know Sarayu Velapula because they live in Warangal?
Yeah, I know.
I also know her. I have interviewed her. I believe she was some champion, national champion or Commonwealth or Asian, some champion. She's a good player.
Yeah, she also got selected for the Asian.
She also got?
Selected for the Asian.
Right. Yeah, Ajubai OP in the chat going on. Rahul naam to sunai hoga, it says. They are saying. It's a Shah Rukh Khan dialogue. Shah Rukh Khan used to say, Rahul, naam to sunai hoga. But maybe there's some movie where it's a Juhai naam. Okay, so the move here is d6, Arjun. And the point being that if he takes here.
And now I get a tempo with knight g6. That's the point.
And he has to move his queen because if he exchanges the queens, he would be worse. He's a piece down.
Yeah.
So he played bishop e4. This is very scary actually at this point.
Yeah, the point is, if he castles king d2, if he plays something of this sort instead of bishop e4,
Hmm.
I just develop with bishop e6, and whenever he takes on g5, I get knight g6 with the tempo.
Right. Okay. So that is clear. So bishop e4 clearly is a nice move by him. I mean, makes sense. Queen h8. Ooh, I should have asked this. Yeah. This was really cool. I had marked it. That is a great move. But again, it's the only move.
Yeah.
So take king f7. And now were you not afraid of, let's say, okay, I mean, again, concrete. Let's ask the chat. Long castle is one move, guys. And also in the game, king d2 was played. Any difference between the two moves, long castle and king d2?
Not much. King d2 might be slightly superior because it's anyway going to head towards an endgame where the king would be better placed on d2.
Hmm. Okay. So, question to all of you is, what is the move that Arjun played here? Really, really cool move. And guys, it's, I would say, maybe in a way the only move to get an advantage. Question from Rauf Akram is, Arjun, are you still working with your, no, this is, he asks with Akobian. Have you been student with Akobian?
No, actually.
No. But you were working with Mikhailevsky. Do you still work with him or now no longer?
Not often, but sometimes.
Sometimes. Guys, when Arjun was young, he worked a lot with Viktor Mikhailevsky from Israel, right?
Yes,
And he was instrumental in Arjun reaching the GM title.
definitely.
Okay, interesting. Let's see how many people can find the right move.
Also, instead of the king moving, white had this move knight b5.
Knight b5. Okay, let's look at this and then come to knight b5. Is there a good move for black there?
Oh yeah, it's the same move actually.
It's this. Oh, but then there d6 is hanging. It's
Yeah,
okay.
and king e5. That's
Oh.
actually okay.
Okay, let's just see how. Look at the chat. Yeah, they've kind of given. I mean, I like the moves they're suggesting because they are natural.
Yeah, that's natural.
Like queen f6, but also uh, 9 people have got bishop h3. Visible me, Yash Bharadia, Madhvi Bhupalam, Mahesh, Kirti Badole, Jenny Kim, Swita, Ron, Soumya Datta, and Aryaman Gupta. Well done. Okay, but what's wrong with queen f6, Arjun? Because a lot of people feel queen f6 had to be played here.
Yeah, now he just gives queen h5 check and he gets to play f4 and open up the
So
position.
let's say king f8, then f4. Ooh, nasty. And so, guys, the main thing is that you need to be very careful here. And the move bishop h3 blocks the h file. It's kind of scary, right? Because he can pin you.
Yeah, but his queen is sort of trapped.
Ooh, and like rook g8, huh?
Yeah,
And he
queen
has to exchange the queens. He can't go anywhere.
yeah, that's the point of bishop h3, blocking the h5.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bishop h. So you knew till move 18, bishop h3.
Oh yes, I actually knew until takes everything on h5.
Oh my god. What a preparation. What a preparation. And also, Arjun mentions that if you go knight b5 here instead of king d2, then bishop h3, take,
Yes.
and you go here. He takes.
Rook g8.
Okay, the idea is to trap the queen once again.
Yeah, knight c5, king f7, or king d6. And
Oh,
queen
and the
h4.
queen is trapped. Queen
Queen
h4.
h4. Now I take and go rook g.
Oh, and you lose a rook. Nice, nice. Very nice. Beautiful. So he played king d2. You went bishop h3. And I think Arjun, you played really well this entire game, and I think you managed to, keep grinding, and you got a very good position. You were so
Yeah,
close to winning.
yeah, until one point I played really well, but then I just collapsed.
Did you have less time?
No, I had more than that.
So then what happened? Like here, it's totally winning. You also found rook d2, cutting his king off.
Yeah,
So all good, right?
I don't know. I just didn't take it so seriously. I thought it's just over. Yeah, here my initial intention was to go knight a3.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because you were threatening rook d1.
Yeah, and it's just over.
Hmm.
Then I saw this move knight b2 and even threatening knight d3 with f4. So I thought this could be better and I played it.
You missed e4 basically.
Yeah,
That he could
immediately
come back.
after playing knight b2, then I realized.
Yeah, here I think after e4 you still came back. e5. It's
And
getting
this
very
could,
complicated now.
but I didn't want to take this.
You didn't want to take risks because you were +1 in the match, so you gave up the pawn and you drew the game. But clearly here, if you had gone knight a3, the match was over because after rook d1, you would have
Yeah,
2.5. Yeah. So here it was still 2-1, and Nihal had still a chance to come back in the game. And I just didn't understand this part, Arjun. Maybe I can ask you for just one question from that game, because like here, you are playing with white. You moved your knight to c4. You are hitting the pawn on d6 with both your knights. He's defending it once. And why did he just give up the pawn?
yeah. It seems that he missed queen d2 at the end of the variation. Uh,
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking. Oh, is that the only move there? Queen d2?
Probably.
Guys, look at this. Nihal plays rook d8 here because he has to win. Yeah, he's in a must win. He could have gone actually instead of rook d8, queen g6, just so that he can defend the pawn and maybe there are still chances.
Yeah.
Here
I
it's
wanted queen g5 here.
yeah, get the queens off the board because
But still, it's not easy. It takes b5 instead.
ooh, b5. And you can't take b5 because bishop. Oh, you can take and b3, no?
Yeah, knight d4 and maybe he has something.
Hmm. So he went rook d8. So Arjun said, "Okay, did you see the entire line also, Arjun?"
No, I actually, this game I was playing terribly in a way. I was just getting lucky because I missed rook f3 first of
Oh,
all.
okay. We'll look at this. Yeah. So Arjun said, "I'll take the pawn. Take. Nihal was like, I'm attacking your knight." And actually, Nihal had calculated that knight b7 does not work because of bishop h3, correct?
Yeah,
And if g3, you don't even take this rook because then
yeah,
he can take your rook as well. But there's a very
d.
strong move, yeah, here.
Yeah, I think there are many moves.
Queen e4, yeah, just wins, no?
Yeah, also even a move like the d5 should be good.
Yeah, knight is trapped here and the light squares are too weak, the queen will just come here and mate. So Arjun said, okay, I'm not going to take your pawn, of course, Nihal. I'm going to come back. Knight c4. Bishop h3. Arjun went knight e3, defending the pawn. And here Nihal had prepared this really cool move. Very interesting because he wants to take on e3 and then mate on g2. So what is the move that Arjun played in this position, guys? Very nice. He had mentioned it, but Arjun says things so softly that people sometimes miss it. Deepak Gupta says there's a great move on the line on the 20th move. Oh, yes. There is a great line. Yeah, let's have a look at that as well. I saw that. People have heard this. I'm sure they have heard this. Yeah, or they just I mean, chat is also strong. Yeah, they keep working every day on
As
chess.
Raunak said,
Sorry.
Chat is stronger than grandmaster.
Chat is stronger than grandmasters. Yeah, true. They have all the resources. Sachin asks, but will all this engine prep work against the big guys in Champions Chess Tour? I think Arjun, you have to prepare with the engine, yeah. When you're playing against guys like Magnus, Wesley, so Anish Giri, you can't just go there without computer check lines.
Yeah. Probably.
Arjun says probably, but of course you cannot work without engines these days. So the move here, guys, and very rightly pointed out by all of you, beautiful. Very glad to know. Even if you heard Arjun say, that means you are attentive. So the right move is Queen D2, Shiva, Yash, Soumya Dutt, Arnab, Manaswi, Gopal, Jenny, Vibhanshu, first name, and Smita. Well done, guys. The idea is that Queen D2, if you take on E3 so that you can mate on G2, I play FE3 and my queen defends this pawn. I think this is the move that Nihal missed.
Yeah. But I actually didn't even see Rook F3 when taking on D6.
You didn't see Rook F3. Correct. It is kind of a move that you can miss.
Yeah.
Okay, Queen D2. And then he went Rook D6 here. And you played King H1. Did you see this, Arjun? This line, Knight, Bishop G2.
Yeah, again here I was being stupid, but I got lucky. I saw until a point, but it was just
What was it?
it was Queen H5.
Yeah, Queen H5, because you're preparing now Rook H6, trying
Right.
to sort of mate here. And can I ask the chat to find the move here for white? Do you know it?
I
Arjun?
know.
You
I
know
know.
it? You know. You have analyzed this game.
Anyway, this move I had seen during
Oh,
the
you saw it during the game. Okay, guys.
the next move.
Okay, white to play and find the move. Beautiful move by Arjun. I mean, he didn't play it in the game. This didn't happen, but he had seen it in his calculation. Rahul Khanna says, can you share your experience from 2015 World Youth Championships? Why was 2015 something special? You were 12 years old or
Actually, I played in World Youth in 2013 and 2017.
2013 and 2017. And have you got any medals at World Youth
Yeah, I got silver in 2017
in under
14.
Under 14? Oh, look at this. Look at this. People have been fooled. Yeah, people have been fooled. Oh, look at this. Is not the good move. Yeah, this is not a good move. But this also shows that everyone in the chat is working hard trying to figure out a move here. H4 has been mentioned by a lot of people. And look, when I said, it's not suddenly, but the right move has been mentioned by San Y, Milind Mahajan, Aishwarya Gupta, and Tanmay Dhapodkar. But you need to explain to us. Rook A3 is a brilliant move, guys, to get your sleeping rook into the game and defend your king. But Arjun, what is the problem with H4?
H4, perhaps he'll just go Rook G6 and Queen G4 direct.
Ooh, Rook G6, and then just check could come, or Queen G4, and it's going to be mate, guys. Nice, nice. So Rook A3, and what was the thing that you said? There was something silly that you had missed.
Yeah, I took Rook H6, I can take Queen H6.
Oh, yes, because you get two. Oh, no, but he can play G6, no?
Exactly, that's what I missed.
Oh, you thought he will take here and you will win?
Yeah.
But he can take here and then you are losing.
Yeah, it should be completely. Probably I would have found H4 once this all had happened.
So here again you have to, but I think it's possible, right, to see H4, because it's like you just save your mate.
Yeah, at this point probably yes. Using the game,
Arjun, tell us one thing. I have seen players, when I interview them, they are many times saying things like, even what they have not seen, they say I have seen. You are being very truthful. If you have not seen something, you say I have not seen. Don't you feel like, people will think you are a weak player or something like that?
I don't know about all that.
So
I don't know about all that. It's just that I miss the most. So.
You like to be truthful.
Yeah.
And who taught you all these good qualities, like to be, accurate? Because a lot of people don't do it. Like many young kids who are watching this, they always want to show that no, we know everything, and even what they have not seen, they say. So, how did you learn this?
From my parents, maybe.
From your parents. So they always told you like be truthful.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. So, guys, if you haven't seen the move, then like Arjun says, I mean, it's okay not to see moves in chess. It's possible. So here, after King H1, Nihal went Queen E4. And I think, Arjun, you defended this beautifully with nicely your pieces moving around the king. He couldn't do anything. And then your knight came in. In fact, you were winning here, but you needed only a draw.
Yeah.
So you found the way to draw the game and you went through. Very nice. So this was your match against Nihal. Would you say it was tough match, easy match? How was it?
It seemed like he wasn't playing at his best because in all 4 games I had the upper hand. Also, another thing was I was well prepared.
You were well prepared.
Well prepared.
Okay, tell me something. Arjun, I really like the fact that you had a team and you had these your friends working with you. Did you plan it, or was it like it just happened?
It just happened. We didn't really plan anything.
Okay. And then does this give you some ideas to do what to do for Champions Chess Tour now? Because it's a bigger, or like Prag played recently, and he said he changed his sleep routine. He worked with his friends, that was Arvind, Karthikeyan, also Ramesh sir, of course, and he worked with all of them. Do you also are thinking in that direction? I should change my sleep routine, late nights and all of that.
Anyway, I stay up until late night. It won't really change.
Arjun is like, oh, what's the time zone? Okay, European time zone. Yeah, I'm in that only. So if it was Indian, that would be tough. Waking up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Very nice. So actually, this time doesn't affect you. Like many times, I've heard Vidit mentioning that it's very tough for him to play at late nights.
Yeah, probably does, but maybe not as much.
Because you're used to it. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, Arjun, your next match was with Harsha. What was your assessment of Harsha as a player? Because again, he's from Andhra, right?
Full Telangana.
He's from Telangana as well, right?
Hyderabad.
Nice. So you both are GMs.
Yeah, and we were trained by the same coach at some point.
Who?
Ramaraju sir.
You also worked with Ramaraju.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And he's Harsha's uncle, in fact.
He's Harsha's uncle. Yes, yes. And also Harika is very good friends with Harsha. So when you faced Harsha, have you played with him? What was your thoughts about him as a player?
Yeah, again, it was unpleasant to play a good friend of mine.
He's a good friend of yours. Okay.
It was unpleasant, but I had to. No other option.
Yeah, of course. Chess is war on the board. Now, we are not going to delve too much deep into the match, but we are going to look at 2 games, because first game, you opened with d4. Okay, Harsha went knight f6, c4, e6, g3. Of course, Catalan. Very popular opening. Have you been studying it like how with Srinath, or how is it?
No, I'm a Catalan player anyway, so I knew some stuff. Also, I checked Srinath's scores.
Do you know, Arjun, that Anish Giri played the same idea that he played at the finals of Super Juniors Cup in the candidates to beat Wang Hao?
Yeah,
like not the same idea, but the
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the game. H3 King H2.
And I told Anish that maybe you got that idea from Arjun at Super Juniors Cup, and he said no.
I don't think
so. No. He said I had already worked it out, and then he had found this. But it's nice to see that your prep and also the top level players' prep is kind of similar. D. Sandeep says, Manodu ni support Cheyandi.
Manodu ni support Cheyandi.
It means what?
It's like support as guy.
Support our guy. Yeah, guys, if you have something to say to Arjun in Telugu, then please do mention. I want to improve my Telugu. Last time I spoke Telugu was when Hari Krishna was here, and he laughed his heart out because I was making some lot of errors. IPW Law says, I missed an opportunity to play against Arjun in 2017 National Challengers, which was held in Hyderabad. He was FM at that time. I am glad I could watch him play live at least. Did you play National Challengers in 2017?
Nagpur.
No, in Hyderabad, he says. In 2017. Maybe it was...
State challenges.
State Challengers.
State challenges.
State tournament. Okay, got it. Okay, a lot of people have written. A lot of people. If I say something wrong, please excuse me. I don't know what I'm reading. Tapakundu Bro Karam Nagar Akada. Even Arjun didn't understand. Bagundawa. Bagundawa means very good, right?
Bagundawa means how are you? Are you good?
Are you good? Okay, okay. Machinga Adavra Bhai.
I couldn't understand.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this is risky. Yeah, I understand, guys. I take risks. Sometimes people write stuff. Okay, so d5, bishop g2, check, knight d2, and so here, Arjun, of course, everyone knows that taking is a blunder. Yeah, because you give a check now, and this is the point of playing bishop g2, that the dc4 lines are not possible. Knight c6, and now you can take and win the bishop.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean Harsha of course knew it, and he castled. So this game you were like, okay, I'll play knight f3, dc now, queen c2. This is all prep, yeah.
No, actually, I didn't expect this c5 more much.
C5 is a new idea.
New to me at least.
New to you. So take. I was just analyzing it, and I saw that after knight c4 here, you went bishop g5, but perhaps something like knight e5 would have been very cool.
Yeah, you get to block at the e6 pawn, which means the bishop on c8 would be dead.
That is the way to think. Okay, I thought you just activate this bishop, but Arjun is very correct that you block this pawn. It cannot move forward, so the bishop on c8 is passive. And also after take Arjun, I think white is just very pleasant here. I mean, very typical Catalan advantage.
Yeah.
So you went bishop g5, and then okay, it just ended in a draw. So you're like, fine. I mean, draw is fine. I don't mind. Let me go for my next game here. And then you played with the black pieces. And I have one interesting moment. It was the Sicilian. Take here, all normal stuff. Bishop c4. And actually, Arjun played a very interesting move here. I want you guys to think, what is it that black should play here? Although Arjun will now tell me that this was not the best move in the position.
Probably not.
You didn't check this one, yeah?
Not seriously.
So black to play, what did Arjun play? Mega Patra says, 8-year-old boy recently played d-Tech c4 and suffered a lot. You know, I have this series, Arjun, of opening traps where I do some...
I get the video and recommendation.
And you don't see it, right?
Sometimes I do.
Okay, don't see. So there is this 8-year-old boy who goes with his father and to tournaments and stuff like that. And so I did make a video on that. That father said, you know, son, you should play dc4 and bishop b4 check and all that stuff, but with the knight on f3. So the boy goes to the tournament and opponent plays g3, bg2, and he still takes dc4 and he loses his bishop after queen f4. So it was based on this game after it was played here.
Ah, okay.
Okay, very nice. A lot of people here have mentioned knight d4, but I think it drops the e5 pawn. There is queen c7, which seems okay. But bishop e6, yes, rising up through the ranks, and a lot of people have said this move. VK Kumar, Mega Patra, Visible Me, Yash, San, Ritvik, Chess Lover, Chalap Pali, Siddharth Sharma. Well done. Guys, do you think this is a good move, Arjun?
I think this was a practical choice.
I mean, you get double pawns, right? So
That's true, but this way I get to control the d5 square, and I open up the f file. So I have plans like queen e7, knight h5, rook d8, knight f4, knight d4.
okay, get it. And then I think a very typical sacrifice in this position, rook takes f3. Did you think that you were better, or?
I thought it's just an unclear position, and he didn't have much time. He had like less than 2 minutes.
So it
I
was
had around 9 minutes.
a practical try. Rook f8, king g2. You went knight with your knight here. He took with the knight. You took with the pawn, bd2. And here you couldn't press on, or what? Like here, this game?
I just didn't understand how to. I thought he's getting with like king h1 and rook g4, after which he could be better. And I cannot go something like queen h4 because e6
Yes, exactly. This is the big problem. Your queen cannot be activated. True. So you had to repeat, and he cannot continue because after you take, knight takes. This knight is an absolute monster. The pawn can go to d3. The knight defends this. The queen can go here. So then black would be very comfortable.
This is an excellent question.
Right. So at the end of the day, they agreed to a draw. And then came the third game where Arjun had to work like very hard for victory. Like he went to the game, he like opened d4, knight f6, c4, e6, g3, d5, bg2. Just tell me, Arjun, what did you feel when he played this? What did you, I mean, were you like, is it a mouse slip, something wrong? What did
No, for the second I just ran out of my mind, then I realized I just blundered. That's unfortunate, sir.
Of course, very unfortunate because the match was well poised at 1-1 and it could go either way. So, white to play, guys. And you already know the move, but still, just so that you keep this in mind many times, that if the knight is not on f3, you don't take on c4 here. Harsha is from Guntur, same place from where Hari comes. Is it true?
Yeah, he was born in Guntur, but he lives in Hyderabad.
Very nice. Madhvi Bhupalam has mentioned this. Yes, yes. Oh, I forgot to clear the previous moves. So that were all the moves. But yes, people were right that queen a4 is the move in this position. And Arjun simply won. And I think there's no point in resisting. So just took here. And he is losing the bishop. So this is where you got the lead in the match. And in the last game, I think he was slightly better at some point. He was trying to push, but you held on pretty well.
Yeah, I had a solid pitch.
Yeah. And then we went to the semi-finals. Now this was the quarters against Harsha. Semi-finals opponent was Gukesh. Tell us a bit about Gukesh and your thought process when you got to know you were playing him.
Yeah, I did expect it to be a close match, which was. But first game was unfortunate for me, but again, the next few games were unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it was maybe one of the most topsy-turvy matches in this entire tournament. Because So much was going wrong. But first game, just from the opening perspective, Gukesh is playing the London quite a lot. So I'm sure you had a look at it.
So I did.
And then after bishop f5, e3, e6, he went c4. And guys, here, black to play. What would you play here? What do you think? Arjun, what you played is theory?
Oh, yes, it is.
This theory. Okay, black to play. What would you do here? Oh, Gukesh is from Chennai, guys.
I think his father is from AP or something of this sort.
Acha, his father is. Ah, maybe yes, true. Correct. There are some roots from AP.
Yeah.
Ah, Lakshya Bang, well done. I think he's seen this game. Let's just see the initial. Not easy to guess the move that you played. Only one person guessed it. Because it's a very unusual move. Everyone wants to play c5, c6, bishop b4.
Yeah, I think those moves also make a lot of sense.
Those are good moves, right? c5 is okay. c6 is okay. Bishop b4 is also playable. But guys, Arjun saw that when you play here, knight c3 can be played. So he just snapped off this knight. It's a good move, Arjun. Here.
It's an interesting.
It's an interesting move. So take, and his point was give a check because now knight d2 is impossible due to knight e4 and you lose a piece. This time, of course, queen a4 check does not work. There's no bishop on g2, so knight c6 is okay. King e2, take, check, knight c6, knight e5. So here also, I mean, a5 is your prep. I saw that has been a game of Anish Giri versus Carlsen Anish, Carlsen Nakamura. I think some game. Oh, Nakamura Anish, two games here.
Also, Wei played this in his speeches match against somebody. I think against Wesley.
Speed chess is what? Bullet, right? Or
No, it's
3 minutes?
5+1, 3+1, and 1+1.
Ah. So when you watch these matches, Arjun, and you see something interesting happening, do you then analyze that?
Sometimes, yes.
Very nice. So some online events, guys, when you're watching this, like some people, Arjun, may be watching this show and they might be getting some ideas to then work later on, like how you got from Wei versus Wesley So game. Knight c6, queen d7, and here he played g3. A3 was played by Carlsen Giri, rook c1 in Nakamura Giri. That's what I understood. But g3 was a new move. What did you feel?
No, I checked this move actually.
You had seen it?
Yeah, I had
Man, Arjun, your prep was, I think, amazing.
Thank you.
For this tournament. Fantastic. Were you very motivated for this event? That's why you're working, or in general only you work so hard on chess?
Maybe in general, I don't know.
Very cool, because g3 has never been played and Arjun had checked it, and he played knight d5 to block this bishop. This knight is already pinned, guys. Bishop g2, and here Arjun played a very nice move. See, you can take here, but then queen takes and the pawns are tripled. So Arjun said, I don't want the triple pawns. So what is the move that he played in this position, guys? Black to play. Was this still prep?
Oh, yes, until this particular.
Until this move.
This move.
Chris Keynes is trying to guess moves here, GM moves, and also booking his vaccination slot. He says both are not easy. Yeah, I agree. Varun Reddy Mothe says, Arjun, are you receiving enough support from the government of Telangana?
I don't know how to answer this.
I know that Arjun supports Telangana government before. He has indulged in good causes. like when there was, I think COVID also you contributed, right?
Yeah, just today actually.
Today you contributed.
Oh yes, in this ASF, the checkmate COVID by ASF.
Oh, really? Can you tell us a bit more? Like, what did you contribute? And
Yeah, I basically contributed my prize money from the tour.
what? How much was it?
I contributed 1 lakh INR.
1 lakh.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, this requires definitely Ajubhai OP in the chat, because and this is not new for me, because Arjun has been supporting very social initiatives in a big way. I remember he had donated, I think, for COVID relief, right? And also before that, I mean, when it began in 2020, you had done something even before that. Sorry.
My parents did in Warangal.
Even before, I think there was this one picture you were with the
Yeah, Kerala floods,
Kerala floods.
2018.
Again, I have asked Arjun this question, but I'll ask it again so that people who are here would know, why do you do this, Arjun?
Yeah, my parents had a lot of financial difficulties in their childhood, so they just don't want anybody to suffer from it.
Very nice, very nice, amazing. Lot of hearts in the chat for you, Arjun.
Thank you.
And let's see what's the move. Oh man, nice chat. Well done. This is the right move. Rook a6 by Saumay Dutt, Gopal, Abhay, Lakshya, Divya, Learn with PV, Chalap Pali, Madhavi, Harsh, and Chess Brilliance. Excellent, guys. Well done. The right move here is Rook a6, and then Arjun took here, and I mean, he took with the queen, and he got a very good position. In fact, he was winning until a point. I mean, better. Clearly, like you can see here, he's a pawn up.
Yeah. Here, instead of h6, I should have played a4.
Fixing these pawns, right?
Yeah, I did see the move, but I did rook c4, rook k8, bishop h7.
Yeah.
But I get to give rook e a check and go b4. And slowly king d6, c5.
And your pawn mass is rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sometimes this giving up material is somehow very difficult for us, no, to do, because we are ingrained to save material. For
Yeah.
engines, it's like very easy.
Yeah, I saw the move as well, but I just couldn't evaluate it properly.
I think there is this very cool moment in this game, Arjun, where you were trying to push, and then suddenly
And
Gukesh.
I'm sure this was a great swindle by him.
Yeah, Gukesh played amazing. Like here, guys, b5. Arjun said, "I want to create my play," and Gukesh here came up with a very interesting idea. He went g5. So Arjun said, "Okay, this looks like a free pawn. I'll take it." Then he gave a check, and now one move draws, one move loses. Do you know this, Arjun?
I know.
Oh, you.
I saw the move during the game, but I hallucinated something.
Okay, we'll ask the chat if they can calculate. Guys, take your time here. Black to play. Arjun played a move which was not correct, and that's why he got into trouble. But there's a good move here, and it's very complicated.
And this is more like a study type.
Yes, it is. It is, right?
Yeah.
It is like a study. Yeah, that's also true. Sachin says, instead of sharing the info in every social media that you contributed, you donated and kept silent, which is also very nice. But I would add here, guys, that sometimes when you share it, it inspires more people to share. And I think right now the fact that Arjun, we have told this, I'm sure many more people will think about this. See, a lot of people are confused whether to go to d7 or c5, but as Raunak rightly says, chat is stronger than the GM. San, Gopal, Shiva, Ajinkya, Shrujit, Lakshya, Lubit, Anonymous, Hemant, and Jai Dave. Well done. You got the right move. Why would you say King C5 is better than King D7, what you played in the game?
Yeah, the thing is, he basically wants to take on f6 and queen the h pawn. h6. My only way to get the rook is to take on a4 with the pawn, h7, rook b8, bishop g8, a b3, h8 queen, b2, and now he gets to give some queen g7 check and go bishop a2.
And bishop a2. Oh, and then he stops the pawn.
Yeah.
So, and if imagine in this same position, guys, if the king was on c5, then there is no way to remove this pin.
Yeah, which I actually saw, but I forgot that I would be having a pawn on f6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought queen d4 is good.
So Arjun did calculate king c5, rook f6 takes here, 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 bishop g8, queen, and b2, making. But then he forgot that he thought he can take here on d4.
Yeah. But actually, here black is winning. So
In king c5 line.
yeah, no, this current position black is winning.
Oh, black. So this is b2 a mistake? No, what?
No,
This is
bishop
winning.
g8
This
is
is
a
winning.
mistake. Bishop g8 is a mistake.
So
Instead, white should take fg4.
and this is also makes a lot of sense, because if we take, then the same line he makes a queen, and then you, as you had mentioned, the f6 pawn is not there.
Exactly.
So like if you take AB, oh sorry, take bishop g8, AB, queen, and now he'll just take on d4.
Yeah.
So FG, you had to play what?
Yeah, again, it's the only move that was, which is a3.
A3. Because if you take here,
yeah, now just g6, b2, bishop a2.
And these two pawns will kill you.
Mm.
So you have to play a3, okay? Here. And then b4, right?
b4, I can take a b4.
AB. Now g6 because the pawns are stopped.
Yeah, b3.
What a position.
g7, a2. It's probably.
And he gets a queen. You say, okay, I'll take your queen. He gets another queen. Then you say, I'll get another queen. Then and this is a draw.
Yeah.
Nice.
Instead of instead of b4, he could try g6.
Here g6.
And again, there's only one more that holds.
Oh, this is why it's like study like. This is the move. Okay, let's ask the chat, guys. If a black to play, what would you play here? Black to move. Oh, this I didn't analyze. I mean, I missed this line. Madhvi Bhupalam says, Arjun, I'm waiting for you to have a great game against Magnus. Yeah.
Thank you.
That would be nice, of course, when that happens. Oh, nice. Nice. Let's see how people are doing. Getting trapped, getting trapped. you see this, when you start talking about a move, people start realizing, and then the right move starts moving forward. Okay, the right move has been suggested by Yash, Abhay, Hina, Tanmay, Ribhav, Pushkar Raj, Anonymous, Ankit, Dipankar, and Harsh Agarwal. So, Arjun, can you explain?
Yeah, the point is a2, white gives b4 check and takes on a2 with the bishop.
And he wins.
Yeah, so it basically blocked the b3 pawn.
And then if he goes here, you can just push. He queens. That's what we had seen before. You take.
This is a bit different because white has a pawn on 8 b3, but it still should be.
Still could be would be a draw. Yeah. Okay. So this is very, very exciting, this entire line, but um, unfortunately you went king d7 and then Gukesh took. Now nothing of this sort works because after ba h7, rook b1, bishop g8, you're just a bit too slow because also you, as we showed, there is this check on g7. So king e7, and then Gukesh went on to convert this very well. Nice game by Gukesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, next game it was very complicated with white. I think you were worse in that game.
After this disastrous first game, I couldn't really play well, but I got lucky towards the end.
You got lucky and you won that game, correct?
Yeah.
But again, this next game was so complicated. I don't know which moments to choose, but there was this one moment here I saw. Like you're playing with black here. I think you played a very nice move here.
Yeah, it's pretty thematic.
Your prep, huh?
No, this is not good.
And then next time I'll see Arjun's games, I'll be like, oh my god, I don't know how much Arjun can prepare. So cannot trust him. But this is his move on the board. So guys, can you find it? Black to play. Or rather, Arjun, I should ask, what happens after knight e4, guys? White to play. Why is knight e4 a blunder? Vaibhav Yadav asks, how do you handle the nerves? Yes, we have to ask that in the finals when you were playing against Adhiban. Okay, finals may be not as stressful because you are already qualified for the Champions Chess Tour, right? In a way.
Yeah, here semifinals was more like the final.
How do you hold your nerves? Yeah, this is your semi-finals with Gukesh.
I don't know, to be honest. I just try to be calm and play.
Just be calm, yeah. Oh, we have Samarth Jagdish Rao in the chat. Do you know him, Arjun?
No, actually.
So Samarth is, he's playing in the Super Juniors Cup, Super Heroes Cup, which will happen very shortly on ChessBase India. And
Had an article.
you saw that, yeah? And the thing is, he has cerebral palsy, and he is 19 or 20 years old, and he's so good. He has become also the Karnataka state under-19 champion in open section, and he's playing. He's very strong player, so it's very good to have him here.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah, he's a big fighter. Nice. Oh, well done, guys. So the right move has been mentioned by Badri, Hina, Prashant, Aditya, Shiva, Chess Brilliance, Splinkler, Yashas, Rushikesh Chavan, and Somay Dutt. Well done, guys. So the move is Queen B1 with a double attack here and here. And this is my Arjun, do you know about this concept called LPDO?
Loose pieces, maybe?
Yes. Have you heard it before? Or have you heard it from me, or have you read it in some book or something?
I don't remember, but yeah, I remember that I have heard of it.
Loose pieces drop off.
Okay.
And everyone makes a lot of fun, but here, see, it works perfectly. Both bishop and knight are loose, and you attack them and you win it. Vikalp Nigam says, congrats Arjun. Good luck for the tournament. Sagar bhai, would you be covering the Mr. Dodgy Invitational from tomorrow onwards? VDAD playing. Yes. From 7:30 tomorrow is Anish playing. And then at 9:30 is Vidit and Adhiban playing. So I'll be commentating along with Amruta on it.
It's not the same time.
Sorry, it's the same day.
No, I mean, not all the matches are at the same time.
No, not all. They are having two matches at the same time. Two. So Anish is playing against Pepe and one more game. And then at 9:30 slot, Vidit versus Peter Heine Nilsson and Adhiban versus David Navara.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, and this game, there are so many crazy moments. Like you were just lost.
Yeah, this was a roller coaster. Earlier I was better.
You were better. Then now you are losing because somehow, I know here you started to do okay, but now once again some things went wrong
I think practically it was already difficult
for you, right?
for black.
Yeah, the king is loose. But how did you manage to, save this position? Is a big.
This was not a skill. This was just luck.
This was luck.
Just queen e3 instead of rook e7 was game over.
Here, queen e3. Because if he takes, then you will just
Queen
go
f8.
check and it's a mate here.
Or at least you can give queen f7 check and take queen and promote the opponent. No, I mean king f6, queen f7 check.
Ah, you mean here?
Yeah, or even direct a8 queen. Yeah, there's many more.
This is a practical way of doing it, but you can also play queen f8 or just queen.
But just a8 queen f4.
True. And then somehow Arjun won this. And yeah, this was big victory because that gave you a lead in the match.
Yeah.
2-1. And then going into the final game, I think you held well over there with white, right?
Not really. I didn't play so well with white. I found myself in trouble out of the opening, but I managed to hold it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, he played the Dutch defense against you. This is the final game of the match.
Yeah.
And he got e5 here and
Yeah,
then.
here I had to go knight c3 instead of knight d2.
Okay.
Just
To
better
keep
play.
control of the d5 square. That is important.
Yeah. Also here knight c6 just runs into d5 and I get a good position.
So what happens when you go knight d2? Now you can't. Oh, now you can't go d5. It just loses a pawn.
Yeah.
So this was really not a great opening move. Knight bd2.
Yeah. And luck is just fine.
Queen c2. Sujit Varghese has sent a super chat saying, hats off to Arjun's parents for the great values that they have inculcated in him. Yeah, I agree with that. And also, Sujit is one of the people who had sponsored the Knighthood Blitz tournament.
I remember.
Had you played it?
Yeah, I think I played.
Yes. And
Also, we did stream that.
yes, Vidit had streamed a fundraiser. He had played in there, and then later he did a fundraiser with the winners of the tournament. So, and because of Sujit's contribution, now this Super Heroes Cup is happening. So, thank you, Sujit.
Thank you.
And then after e5, you somehow managed to get a decent position. And you won back the pawn. And eventually, I mean, the game was kind of equalish, but he kept pushing hard and you won the game.
I was just sitting there.
Yeah. So 3-1 is kind of it looks like a dominating performance, but it was a very close match.
It's definitely misleading.
Yeah. Then came the finals and you were playing the beast, Adhiban. What did you feel like? He's very strong. He does trash talking. He's also, very aggressive player. So when you faced Adhiban, what were your thoughts like?
No, actually, he is my nemesis. I I had a 0-4 score against him.
Oh my god. So you always lost to him in over the board tournaments, or is it online?
The over the board tournaments and one pro league game.
Okay. So then, how did you approach this match?
Yeah, I just wanted to stay solid and reach the Armageddon if possible. I
Oh,
thought I would be a favorite.
so you thought that if it goes into the tie breaks, you would get better chances in the blitz games.
Yeah,
Then
and especially Armageddon if reached the place.
very nice, very nice. And actually, the first game ended in a draw. You were black. In the second game, Arjun, I think you made a not a great move, right?
Yeah,
Here,
I messed up a brilliant advantage.
sorry.
I messed up a brilliant advantage. It was just completely winning.
Ah, yes. At
No,
six.
this was
Sorry. He played at six here. So guys, white to play. What did Arjun do here, which gave him an advantage? Madhuri said Adhiban's B3 also got crushed. I don't think so. It got crushed, yeah. He got an advantage.
yeah. He actually crushed me out of the opening.
Yeah, we'll come to that game. Varun Reddy says, Arjun, tell us about your friendship with IM Ritvik Raja. How good do you think he is? You two are the greatest chess players from Warangal.
Yeah, he's been my best friend since 2011, I guess. It's
Oh,
been like 10 years. We
very
played a
interesting.
lot of tournaments together. We worked together. Also, he's
Also,
very strong. I am
he's very strong. Yeah, he will become a GM soon.
very soon. I believe.
Also, I think he also doesn't like to speak too much like you. Just very calm.
Yeah, similar. And
Similar types. Yeah. Very nice, guys. I think a lot of people have found this absolutely right. Bishop h6 is the move that has been found, and Dipesh, Jenny, Hina, Sujit, Delight, Shiva, Dipankar, Madhvi, Horse, and Yashas. Well done, guys. The move is bishop takes h6 here, just hitting, and you can't take it because knight f6 you lose the queen. So Adhiban tried to, mess up the
here,
position.
GH6 was possible, but I just take on C6 and go knight H4. And I get to go knight F5. It's just good knight versus bad bishop.
Ah, and he's going to get mated there. I mean,
Yeah,
it could be a strong attack.
two knight F5, castle, king H1, F4.
Hmm. Knight f5, castles, king h1, f4. True. So he went knight e7, bishop e3. Here you would have been very excited because you are
Yeah, I was just up a pawn and
exactly. There's nothing much. You offered a queen trade, he didn't take it.
here instead of queen H4, I think I could go knight H4, which I did consider.
Yes, because here you can simplify, right? Further.
Yeah, and just a pawner. I could have done this as well, but I thought queen H6 is slightly superior to queen H4 is slightly superior to knight H4.
Yeah, and then this,
Yeah, I
he,
missed this.
you missed this move, okay? He took here. Sorry. The question is, I think it was just the shock value which kind of misled you, right? Because otherwise you could have taken on d5.
Yeah, I just thought this is equal material, and I thought after 95 I would be up a pawn, but although it's equal material here, his king is not at all safe.
Yeah, so here you would say that you see rook f3 and you're like, I can't take gf3, this is pinned. And if I take with the rook, it falls with a check. And so you just ignore this variation, like you cut it out.
Yeah,
But after king h2,
queen e7 is coming, which is very strong.
so like if he goes back, you can still go queen
Mhm.
e7. This is hanging. Maybe
Also, the
rook chase.
G3.
Wow.
His pieces are just not well coordinated.
It's not easy to assess this position so quickly. No, in a classical game, maybe yes, but with less time, it's not easy to know that white is clearly winning.
Yeah, and especially that I lost a pawn, I thought I messed up my advantage.
Hmm. Yeah, and in the end, Adhiban managed to survive this.
Knight e5, queen e6 was a very good move.
Queen e6 was a very cool move. Because if you take here, then after e d5, maybe white is having good
Yeah, this is
chances.
an advantage because the pawn on d5 is quite strong.
So queen e6, ed, take here, queen d4, and yeah, now it just ended in a draw. Okay, so this was 1-1, the score at this point. By the way, we have a super chat, Vikyat Danama Raju. Can you read it, because you're
Yeah,
better.
మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళ పరువు నిలబెట్టాలి Arjun bro. Well played. Like you have to make Telugu people proud.
Ah,
Well,
very
thank
nice.
you.
Very nice. Antim Bodana says, please tell us about your daily routine as a chess player. Interesting question. I was also curious to know what's your routine
I
like.
don't have anything particular as such, but yeah, I don't really have anything particular.
No routine, huh? Every day is different.
Yeah, maybe.
What's
Nothing
your
particular.
what's your physical fitness like? Like what do you do?
Oh, I do treadmill.
You have at home?
Oh, yes, I do.
Fantastic. I also got one recently. And so you run on treadmill
Yeah, half an hour a day.
half an hour every day.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And you stay awake late night and then you wake up at in the what time?
12 p.m., 1 p.m.
12:01. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what about breakfast?
Usually it gets skipped.
You skip breakfast, you have directly lunch,
Yeah, brunch.
brunch. And at home, it's okay. Like your parents don't tell you that, oh, you should sleep on time and stuff like
Yeah, they have just given up.
that. Arjun, do you get angry at any point? Like your parents would be saying something and you get angry, or you are always this calm?
Yeah, I used to when I was a kid, but not so much now.
Now you don't get.
Not really.
Do you use some meditating app or something?
No.
No, nothing like that. Okay. Just it comes naturally. Okay.
Yeah.
So the decisive game, guys, the score ended 2-2 at this point. I mean, those games were not very thrilling as such, like the semi-finals, around equalish. And then you played Adhiban for in this 5+3, and Adhiban started with b3. Of course, he is working very hard on b3 for his course that he's working upon. So you must have prepared for him.
Yeah, I did check it. I thought I would go for this d5 bishop f5 setup, which is similar to z.
Mm.
And d3 is an interesting move which is played by Nepomniachtchi quite a lot.
Mm.
Point is white delays knight f3 so that he gets to play knight d2, g3, bishop g2, and e4 and knight h3 in some variation.
Ah, so knight can go there.
This if I go c6, knight f6, e6. Yeah, here they here.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like this.
So you
So
went
black goes
c5.
c5.
This is still your prep?
Oh yeah, I just didn't prepare it for it seriously. I missed e4 in my preparation.
I mean, I think it's not like missing this move. It must be his novelty, right? This move, or it's played before.
I don't know. Maybe it's a novelty. Not sure.
Yeah, no games. There are two games. Nepo Giri here.
Nepo and that game.
And Nepo had played h3 here in this position. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, g3.
G3, right? Yeah, Black soon got a pleasant position.
Knight c6, bg2, e5, and there are Anish won that
For
game.
an Armageddon.
Oh, Armageddon in which tournament was this? Carlson Invitational.
Armageddon or Glitch type? Not sure.
And so AD shows his interesting opening. What's this pawn sacrifice all about?
Yeah, the thing is after d4, knight e4.
Yeah, you can't take with the bishop, right? Because then bishop f6
Yeah,
and you lose the bishop. So you have to take with the knight.
bishop d3.
Okay.
And knight d2 is a mistake because of bishop f5 and the knight on d2 is just there.
Yeah, this is trapped. So you have to go knight d6 maybe?
Yeah, and takes queen f3 and white probably has some issue.
Not so clear. No, yet Arjun, like queen c8.
Yeah, it's possible to play, but I just didn't want. Also, I didn't consider all of this, but I didn't want to accept that. Yeah.
Also because he's well prepared and you don't
Yeah.
want to get into this. Yeah.
Yeah.
IPW Law, thank you for becoming backer of Indian chess. That's very kind of you. Tarun Bhargav, Arjun, did Hari help you with your game anytime? He tweeted that he's proud of you. Also, Sagar OP, big fan. Thank you, Tarun. Yeah, I saw Hari write a very warm tweet for you. And Hari is not always very expressive. So, him writing proud of you. So, anytime did he help you?
Yeah, we had this chess 24 one-on-one sessions twice.
When for this which event?
And not for any event. It was some stream where like one trainer and one student.
Ah, okay. So you did that.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Ah, so that's how Hari is very interested in your progress.
Yeah.
Very cool. And also, of course, both Telugu speaking and that makes difference. IPW law says Kinda Mida Upu Ma Arjun Babu Thopu.
Kinda Mida is like up and down, and Arjun Babu Topo means like I don't know how to narrate. Maybe Arjun is like a king.
Arjun is like a king.
Maybe I don't
What
know.
does up down mean? Kinda Mida means up down, you mean?
And down something.
Ah. So something like you go up, you go down, but Arjun will always be the king.
No, I think it's some rhyming. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah. I like the way it was written to read. Uppu. Ah, it's like that. East or west, Arjun is the best.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like
Oh, okay.
thank you.
Okay, so e4, bishop g4, f3, bishop h5.
Yeah, I was supposed to go back bishop c8.
Yeah, just go back here and just tell white that your move f3 is just waste of time. Yeah, that's how.
I thought this is like an advanced version of the French for white after e5, knight d7, f4.
And you are a good French player, so.
But probably the point is the bishop on b2 isn't so good.
Yes, not well placed here. Okay, here bishop h5, and here's a question for the viewers. What should white play here? I mean, Adhiban, of course, very, very naturally aggressive player, so he found it. But what would you play here? Sandeep says, Chimpi Naupo. I mean, today's so much Telugu in the chat. Yeah, I didn't. Very nice. What is Chimpi Naupo?
That's like you robbed it.
Ah, you rocked it. Yes, exactly, guys. Well done. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
It's like as the night grows on, people keep getting stronger. Harris Gamer, Aryan, Archit Splinkler, Himanshu, Tanmay, Naveen, Hina, Deadpool, and Jai Sejpal. Well done, guys. So, G4, you went back. He went, of course, H4. He came at you with all his force. He came F4. I think by now you would be like, this game is gone.
I was really tense, but at this point, I didn't think it was gone. But two to three moves later, I thought it was just gone.
Yeah, you went E6.
Yeah.
And then Adhiban was like, okay, H5. You go back. G5. He's just pushing forward. Take. Knight D7. And I think, yeah, this is the moment when you feel like it's all over. Because when you take, you can't even take the G6 pawn because Rook H8 is hanging.
Yeah, I could take Bishop G6 though.
Ah, yes, counterpin. What were you afraid of here?
No, initially I missed this move during the game. Also, anyway, it's better for white. I don't know how. But maybe just H G6, Rook H1, Gf7, King E7 black has to play, which is very awkward.
Oh my god, this. Oh, if it take here, there is Queen F3 and you lose the Rook. So therefore, he has to go King E7.
Maybe he has a calm move like Queen G4.
And then long castle. And then this king. Oh, nice.
Not sure, but maybe.
So bishop G8 by you. And then E takes.
And here Queen F3 and I was so dead.
Sorry, Queen F3 and you were?
I think I was so dead.
Yeah. Because this is hanging.
Yeah.
Maybe knight F6 or something.
Just castle long.
And then also there are these H6 ideas on this diagonal.
Yeah.
So Queen E2 check. Why did Adhiban play Queen E2 check? I didn't get it.
Yeah, it seems that he thought after Queen E7 takes H6 wins.
Okay, let's oh he missed that. No, he didn't miss it because oh my god. Because you know what I thought, Arjun, is to take here and I'm better. But there's G7 just winning a piece. What a unique way to trap the bishop.
But yeah, after H6, just FG6.
You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
And if take here,
H1 is happening.
Take, and you just exchange up.
Yeah.
So FG6 and it's done, yeah. Oh, that's why he played it.
But still, it's better for him. Like a move like Bishop G2.
It looks good for him. Oh, but he played the move here. I think it's that moment where you had planned a move, it didn't work out, and then all of a sudden you lose your balance.
Yeah, this was similar to the second game.
Like this, your game, right? What you went wrong. And Adhiban just missed that. He's just losing this pawn.
Yeah, initially I thought he had seen something, but I thought I just had to.
Yeah. Long castle, knight c6, bishop g2, rook e8, rook df1, knight f6. Here, I mean, you started to feel confident, or what was it? You're a pawn up.
Yeah, I thought that I could at least make it.
Take. And can he take this pawn?
Yeah, he took actually.
He took?
I lost the extra pawn, but I got his last bishop, which means the A1 H diagonal as well.
Yeah, you will put this bishop on this long diagonal. So knight f3, h7, rook d6, king c7, rook g6, bishop c3, knight f4. I played here, rook g4, knight e5. Maybe some other move was better here, but
and maybe bishop f7.
Bishop f7. It's not so simple. Yeah, you went knight e5, which was okay. And he took here. Rook takes. Knight
Yeah. I
d5.
think we could already make it down. Perfect.
He could draw, yeah? With
Yeah,
knight
just
e5.
or or knight c3 maybe.
Just take on.
Oh, no, knight c3 allows knight d3. Yeah, knight d4. No, here knight d3 is possible.
Knight d3.
Oh, sorry, no. Sorry. I was just miscounting the number of pieces.
Ah, okay, but there is.
No, this is worse for black. Just
Correct,
knight
correct.
d3.
Yeah.
I just miscounted the number of.
So actually, knight f3 would be around equal. But he went knight h4 here. And I think this is the key blunder of. This is the moment where you won the tournament.
Yeah, I didn't feel it yet. After the next move, it became clear.
So, guys, you're playing Adhiban. He is attacking your rook. He's also attacking your bishop on c3. You don't really know yet because he's playing very confidently. What would you play here with white? With black. Black to play. How was Arjun able to manage his time so well? D Sandeep asks. You're always managing your time so well. I think even in this match.
Yeah, usually I play fast because I panic a lot when I get under time pressure. So I try to play as fast as possible.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I have always got questions from people asking how to play well under time pressure. And I've always said that the best thing is not to come under time pressure because it's very difficult to play accurately in time pressure.
But it depends on person to person.
You think some people can do well under time pressure?
Yeah, for example, Nihal.
But do you think Nihal is a better player when he has more time or under time pressure?
Under time pressure.
Really?
I mean, his quality doesn't drop.
Maybe the opponent gets nervous when he's under time pressure, like Nihal is under time pressure. Got
Might
it.
be.
Possible. Like Grishchuk as well. Rook h5 is the correct move, guys. Well done. And the right move is suggested by Anda Burger, Ajinkya, Chalapali, Badri, Saurabh, chess lover from India, Osdan, Shiva, Dynamic Chess, and Diptadeep. Knight d3 is also mentioned, but I don't think it works, right? Knight d3.
Yeah, knight d3, cd3, rook g2 is something I also considered, but he can either take on f5, take on f5, or on c3.
Or just take here.
Oh no, knight c3 actually allows rook h4.
Yeah, just knight f5 and then you are piece down. So he went rook h5, knight f6. This was the key point here. I think this he missed. This he must have missed.
Yeah.
Check. Because if he had played knight takes c3, then you had prepared rook g2.
Yeah, I still wasn't sure that was winning, but I'm getting a pawn here concretely because king b2, knight d3.
Take and rook h2. And you should win this.
Probably.
Knight f6, knight d3 takes bishop f6, and that is how you won the game. And the next game you drew, I think, without too many difficulties, right? Would that be right to say?
Yeah, he had some slight chances, but not too many.
And in this way, you became the champion of the tournament. What a brilliant event, Arjun. And after seeing these games, I've realized a few things, that not only did you play well, you also prepared very hard for the event, which was fantastic. And now for the next, I think 23rd is your tournament, right?
Actually, 26th June, next month.
Oh, you're not playing this one?
Not this one, the next one.
So both you and Adhiban will play 26 June?
Yes.
Okay.
There is time.
Oh, I thought it was from 23rd of May.
No, this is a major rule.
Oh, yes, this is major. So here there will be no wild card entries.
Mm.
Got it. So you will play on 26th June. And I wish you all the best. I don't want you to reveal what you're going to prepare, how you're going to do. I think you have to figure that out. Your future opponents will definitely see some of this, so we'll keep that all a secret. But wishing you a very, very good luck. I hope you enjoyed today.
Yeah, it was fun sharing my insights.
Yeah, I enjoyed it tremendously. And also the thing that, you know, you were so patient. And also, guys, I want you to, all those who are here, because it's quite late in the night, so there are few people who are here. Let's go and check out what Arjun is doing on Twitter. Maybe mods, if you can spam his Twitter ID, Twitter link. Because he actually is retweeting stuff. He's actually doing some activity which is very nice. Very happy to see that. And I think it would be nice to follow him. So I'll just put your link here. This is Arjun's Twitter. A lot of people here. He's following only 8 people. Let's see whom I'll follow. Sankal. Oh, Uroshi, Hari Krishna, Elon Musk, Srinivas, Divya Deshmukh, and Raunak Sadhwani. Very interesting. And guys, please follow Arjun.
Thank you.
And make sure that you keep updated with him, with his whatever he's doing. Arjun, any tournaments before June or anything you will play?
Probably not anything.
Well, I hope you prepare well, and good luck for that, and also all the best. Thanks for spending your time here.
Thank you. I enjoyed it as well.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
Guys, that was Arjun. Arjun, I'll end the call and then I'll write to you later.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye.
That was Arjun for you guys. Very, very talented, amazing person, and I hope that all of you have followed him. All those who can. I'll also put the link in the description so that people who watch this later can follow it. And yeah, tomorrow we'll have couple of things happening. One is there's this blitz challenge with Abhimanyu that will happen tomorrow. I'll try to see if I can switch the time a little bit because we have a commentary session as well. And Abhimanyu is right now aiming to become the youngest GM in the world. He has 2 GM norms and 2471. He's 12 years, 4 months old. Amazing talent. So he'll be coming here. There'll also be commentary of Dodgy International where Vidit, Adhiban and Anish are playing. I would really want to thank each one of you who were here and watching this, answering the questions. I'm sure it was very helpful. Arjun has immense patience. So calmly he was explaining and he played so well. I think it was tremendous. And also now we know Ajubhai OP. I think we'll be looking at his games with great interest when he plays in June with the big guys. So take care and I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, bye bye.